Howdy folks, welcome to Sham and COVY'S Emporium of Awesome. Today on Vincent's Voice, I am going to be reviewing the movie Snake Eyes. This is an origin story also from Snake Eyes and stuff, obviously from the G.I. Joe, which I got universe. And so I was looking forward to this. Like I said, G.I. Joe also, I grew up with the toys and that stuff, and like I said, seeing the movies and stuff that did come out and stuff recently and stuff. Like I said, they weren't the best in the world, but they had lots of action and stuff, lots of stuff going on and stuff. They were very entertaining and stuff, movies and stuff for sure. So I was looking forward to seeing stuff, the origin story for Snake Eyes and stuff. Snake Eyes is a very cool character, very cool ninja stuff that's stuff always that you got really cool stuff to watch, like in the movies. And that stuff, his rivalry and stuff with Storm Shadow and stuff was always really cool parts and that I always look forward to. So, like I was saying, how was this movie? It was okay. It was just okay. It wasn't over the top crazy and stuff like some of the previous G.I. Joe movies and stuff were. Like I said, it had lots of cool fight scenes, like lots of cool sword fight scenes and stuff for sure. Some of them, like there was a couple ones like at the beginning, I'm like, oh damn, stuff right. So it's just lots of swords and stuff, but I really like stuff the ninja aspects and the swords and stuff fights and that. So that part of this movie also was really cool. I liked some of the characters. Some of the characters were cool. Stuff in it. I don't want to go into spoilers and stuff for characters' names and things like that in case you don't know. Like, obviously, me watching and stuff like that, the characters come like, oh, okay, I know who that is. I know who that is. I know who that is. I know where they're going to go towards the end of the movie. Also, I know who they're going to be. Things like that and stuff. But if you don't, I don't want to spoil that and stuff for you. That aspect and stuff of this movie also was really cool. Like I say, and stuff. One of the characters in it stuff I really liked and stuff. Him as actor, I liked him and stuff. His interaction and stuff with Snake Eyes. So if you get to find out from Snake Eyes, like where his name comes from and stuff, and a little bit of his background, things like that. There was missing one part of it that I don't know. So like I say, I don't know if they're going to continue it and stuff into another movie and stuff or not with it. But there's one aspect of Snake Eyes and stuff that didn't get answered and stuff in this. So hopefully they'll continue on, because I always wondered why he was like that. And I can't remember if they said in the movies and things like that. I can't remember. But this movie was just okay. It wasn't. I don't know what I was expecting with it. Stuff like I said, it seemed kind of slow at times. Like they have a bunch of stuff going on, and then they just have a few things. Honestly, I didn't really like the backstory on stuff. A certain part of Snake Eyes' backstory stuff. I didn't expect that stuff to be his type of character, the way he would have been stuff. But like I said, I guess he's changed because of what he goes through stuff in this movie and stuff. But still, I didn't like it and stuff for some reason. I was just like, no, I don't like stuff what they're doing with him and stuff. And I don't know how accurate it is stuff to like the comics, things like that and stuff, or like the cartoons or whatever. I don't remember stuff back then stuff that I didn't read many of the comics, so I don't know how what you've got actual lore accuracy and stuff, the backstory and everything of this movie was, and that, like, maybe it was. Maybe this is what happened to us and how he became Snake Eyes exactly awesome and how he acted and the things that he did. Maybe it was, and stuff like that. But to me, it didn't, I don't know what the word it just didn't fit and stuff like that for me in it and stuff, and I didn't, like I said, I wasn't invested in it enough, I don't think. It was still an enjoyable movie. If you enjoy the whole G.I. Joe stuff, like universe type of thing stuff, you're gonna enjoy stuff, finding out stuff about Snake Eyes' backstory and what makes him up stuff to be Snake Eyes stuff, and part of the Joes and things like that. Like I saying, there's characters in this stuff from the Joe's universe stuff, which is cool. It's cool to see those characters in here as well. Also, just to remind you, oh, by the way, this is a G.I. Joe movie, because it's not just Snake Eyes. There's this person and this person, stuff that are in here stuff. So, which are cool, and they're not just like name drops and stuff like that. Like they actually have parts and so they can actually do stuff in the movie stuff, which is cool. And that, so like I said, if you enjoy those other movies stuff for G.I. Joe stuff, you'll enjoy this movie. It's still pretty good. It has lots of cool scenes and lots of cool action sequences and things like that, which makes it worth watching it if you want that type of movie. And that so if you're looking for real emotional attachment, like story driven stuff, lacks a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't emotional and stuff like that throughout much of the movie stuff at all. Like I say, maybe maybe at the beginning stuff, it had a little emotional attachment stuff to it, but after that I was just along for the ride kind of thing, stuff, and it was just kind of like, okay, this is happening, which is okay sometimes. Sometimes you don't need stuff in depth, and that's so. Out of 12, I think I'm gonna rate this one 6. I think I'm gonna go. It's just an average movie. It's an average movie. It has lots of really cool. It does have some cool, really cool like action sequences and sword fights and stuff like that. That was what makes this movie stuff for me. Stuff that finding out a bit stuff more about Snake Eyes from the Joe universe, that also helps in it stuff as well. But overall stuff, it was kind of a letdown stuff overall for what type of movie I was expecting. I don't know if I wanted it more and more over the top and stuff like that or what, but it was still, like I said, it was still okay to watch. I'm still glad stuff that I watched it and found out about the backstory stuff of it. I hope they make another one to continue on stuff and continue on more his rivalries stuff and do that, flesh out a little bit more into why he is the way he is in the Joe universe stuff itself. Things like that stuff would be cool. So seeing that is cool. Would I watch more that it came out? Yep. Would I watch more stuff like G.I. Joe Origin ones? Yep. I'd still watch them stuff and that stuff. I'd still enjoy, and I'd probably still enjoy it pretty well stuff. So, okay, that's my review stuff of this movie. I know it's not too in depth on that, but I didn't want to go too far into saying things that happened stuff and just telling you stuff what happened in the movie stuff. So in case you want to watch it, I don't want to ruin anything for you. Just let you know stuff, kind of what to go ahead of time and see if you like it. Thank you very much for watching this review. Please like and subscribe down below to see more movie reviews like this. I do other things on this channel too. We do Pokemon videos stuff. We have D&D on here stuff. We eat some hot stuff, things like that. We do a bunch of things stuff, which is a lot of fun stuff. So stay tuned for more movie reviews. Leave a comment down below so what you thought of this movie, whether things you liked or didn't like, or leave a comment of a movie stuff you might want me to watch. And stuff like that stuff, whether I watch a new one, it could be an old one too. Stuff, I like watching movies all the time stuff, so going back and rewatching old ones, it's interesting to see if I still feel the same way now as I did back then for certain ones. Like some were amazing then, now they're like, So yeah, so until then, thank you very much for watching and have a good day.